What is going on, guys? Psycho here, and welcome back to the Bedrock Guide. In this episode, I promised you in the last one that we were going to do some exploration, and here's what we're going to be exploring for. Currently, we have two types of trees in our tree farm. We have oak, and we have birch. But there's other trees out there in the overworld. We have spruce, jungle, acacia, dark oak, and mangrove. Mangrove was added in 1.19. Here is our current wood building materials. We've got, of the like, in oak and birch both. We have the logs, strip logs, planks, fence gates, stairs, doors, trap doors, planks. We got oak wood, which this is the same on all six sides here, as well as stripped of the same. We got oak fences, bolts, chest bolts, buttons, pressure plates, and birch the same. But we could totally widen that variety up to what you see right here. We could go get all the other wood types in the overworld. And that, my friends, is what we're going to do today. So buckle up and get ready for some exploration. We're going to go get saplings or propagules for all of these other overworld tree types, which will leave us with only two wood types left to gather, which will come later in the game when we go to the nether. Alright, so here's what we're going to need to take with us. We're going to need our sword, and we might make a backup sword as well. We need some axes, a boat to get across water, some backup sticks and wood to make sticks, and a crafting table, and stones to make axes. And I'm gonna see if I've got the stuff to make a backup sword, and if I don't, we'll take some extra stuff to make axes. That way we are ready to go. So we're gonna start heading off in this direction. I kind of scouted ahead a little bit to find some of this spot. I'll leave a link to a biome finder in the comments down below. I normally don't use a biome finder, and I like to just do things naturally, but to make sure I give you guys the best product, every once in a while I will use an external source, and when I do, I will let you guys know and link that external source in the comments down below. The biome finder that I'm using is chunk base, and it does more than finds biomes. I mean, this thing is, we're going the wrong direction. This chunk base that I use for a biome finder can help you find all kinds of other things. So if you want to skip the exploration portion of it and just, get around to finding things quickly, speed running and whatnot, this biome finder, this chunk base website is actually extremely helpful. And we forgot a bed. Alright, back on the trail again. We're headed first to a taiga biome, and the taiga biome is one of the colder biomes in Minecraft. This is where you're going to find spruce trees, which is what we're looking for, and maybe if we're lucky we might even find some sweet berries to take back with us. Not only are we going for the kind of things for the wood, but if we see other things that we want to explore, ruined portals and stuff like that, we might go ahead and do that. We'll take note of any kind of ocean monuments we come across. There's a desert over here. It looks like maybe that's a beach. It's got to be a beach. It's too cold of a biome to be a desert. It's a really large beach though. So there's another sand gathering resource spot. So the taiga, like I said, you're going to find sweet berries, spruce trees. You could also find foxes and all kinds of other cool creatures. And actually, here's some taiga over here. Those are definitely spruce trees, so we're going to head over to those. Alright, so what we want to do over here is get, at least 4 saplings, spruce saplings. And the reason I say 4 is because spruce can be grown either in individual like this, or I don't see one around here. But you could put 4 of them, like here, and here, and it'll grow into one big tree. And that's what we're going to do, because that's the best way I've found to reproduce spruce and still get a decent amount of saplings. So we're going to start by punching out these leaves. The cool thing is we didn't bring a whole lot of sticks with us, but if we're punching out leaves or even sitting around waiting for the leaves to disintegrate on their own, we're going to get a decent amount of sticks as well. So theoretically, we should never run out of axes, because we should always be able to make more. If we run out of wood for the sticks, they're right here. If we run out of our deep slate, then we have at least wood. We can make wood axes, which aren't near as fast, but they're better than nothing. So here we have 2 spruce saplings. We want at least 2 more. If I can get more, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to aim for the shorter trees. That way we don't have to build up and tear down again. Those are going to be the easiest ones to collect from. So here's another one right here. And look at that, we do have some sweet berries. We're not going to take down the whole bush, we're just going to grab the berries off the bushes. And we'll take these back with us as well. These are a great, quick, easy source of food. They don't fill up the most hunger, but they're definitely a good thing to have. And we're now at 3 spruce saplings, so let's take down another tree. I'd like to leave here with at least 8, but the good news is if we only leave here with 4 and it doesn't produce enough saplings for us in the first tree, the taiga's not far away. We're still at 3. Let's take down another one. There's 4. Let's see if we can go for 8. So we're at 5 saplings now. Let's see if we can get 3 more. Find another decently short tree to take out. Here's one right here. We'll start at the top of this one and work our way down. Boom, there's 9 saplings, so we even have a bonus one. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of these mushrooms back with me as well. Because these could come in handy later. And we can reproduce them as well, which we'll cover in another episode. So next up, we want to go to a dark forest biome. And the dark forest biome is going to be way far this way and a little bit that way. Oh, I want to show you guys this. This is amazing. This is the only tree in Minecraft that does not produce its own wood type. And this tree means that there's a lush cave underneath. We're going to gather up some of these red mushrooms as well to take back. We can use them later. So this particular tree right here is called an azalea tree. The azalea trees, as I said, mark where there's a lush cave. So if we dig straight down from right here, we'll end up landing in a lush cave. So we're going to want to take down those coordinates and come back here later. Grab a few more mushrooms. I think I've got enough. So we're going to take down these coordinates real fast, and we're going to move on to our dark forest. Real quick, I do want to say, as I said, the azalea tree is the only tree in Minecraft that does not produce its own type of wood. This is actually oak wood. But it does have these flowering azalea leaves that you can take if you have scissors or silk touch. When you get an acacia sapling, when you get an azalea sapling and you plant it, it doesn't grow on its own. You have to bone meal it, but it will grow into these beautiful flowering azalea trees. So let's get on to our dark forest. I'm going to take another real quick time out to show you here real quick. As I said with the spruce saplings, when you plant them in a 2x2 pattern, this is actually what the tree could look like. It's a giant tree, which has just as many leaves as these small trees. So you get more wood and just as high of a likelihood of getting the spruce saplings for it. So that's how we'll be growing our spruce trees. Alright, and I'm not at the dark oak forest yet, but I see in the distance over here. Oh, right there. That is a ruined portal. We're going to check out the loot table here, take note of where the ruined portal is at, and we might link a lot of these ruined portals back up to the nether in a later episode as well. And as we come up to the ruined portal, we actually see that we are coming up on a dark oak forest biome. So we're actually right where we need to be. There's a dark oak tree right there. So we're going to tear the boat back down. And we're going to check the loot chest, watching out for lava and, of course, the magma. The magma blocks here, if you walk on them, you do take damage. But if you crouch and walk on them, no damage taken. Kind of like in Dead by Daylight, when you crouch over the traps. Okay, so we have an efficiency golden hoe, an unbreaking golden hoe. We might take those. An efficiency 3 shovel, we'll go ahead and take that. Some iron. And we're going to leave the helmet and the obsidian, so we can grab those later. It would be nice to have that helmet here for when we go to the nether. Alright, and we're going to leave everything else here, and we're going to move up here to this dark oak tree. So the way I like to take out dark oak trees is I stair step up them, especially large ones like this, and I would do the same with the spruces as well, as we stair step up like this in a 2x2 pattern, making sure we use, you know, the parts that are actually touching the ground. We don't want to go step out over to nothing, because there's some of them that don't stick out to the ground. Once we're up this high, I clear out to the top, trying not to take out the leaves with the axe. And take out the logs there and there as well. Then I'll switch over to my hoe. And I'll use the unbreaking hoe. The efficiency isn't really that necessary. And we'll take out these leaves here and hope that we get some dark oak saplings. So like I said, with the dark oak, as you can see, it grows in a pattern very similar to that of the spruce. The only difference, that hoe's already gone. The only difference is that the spruce can grow in a single pattern with, you know, one sapling. Dark oak trees cannot. Dark oak trees have to grow with 2x2 saplings. Alright, so once that's down, go ahead and take these logs out here. And then we'll stand over the middle of our little 4-way platform here where we went up, and we'll just work our way back down. And we've already got 3 saplings. Let's go grab another dark oak tree. There's a bunch of them in here. They're everywhere. Oh, and there's spruce right here too, and birch if we didn't have that. There's a pumpkin. Let's go ahead and take that. Take another one just in case. We can farm those later. And let's take this one. Ooh, creeper. Get away from me, creeper. Alright, back to business. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Well, we have 4 saplings. We even picked up an oak sapling for our trouble there, as well as some oak logs that we don't need. We're going to use this dirt here to build our way back up. Damn creepers. I'm going to take these out, try to find at least 4 more saplings, I would say. There's one, and I think a smart way to do this would be to tower down. Tower down, guys. We're going to tower up to the top of these trees, using these this dirt here that our creeper friend was so nice to leave for us. We're going to get up to the top of these dark oak trees. Alright, so let's take down the logs here that are floating. Alright, and after some creeper explosions and technical difficulties, we have, just like with the spruce saplings, we have 9 dark oak saplings. So we're going to place those in here with our spruce saplings. We're going to throw that shit out. We don't need that. What else don't we need? We don't need that. We're going to keep that. Oak wood, get rid of it. Spruce logs we'll keep. We have a lot of dark oak. Birch, we're going to keep that. As a matter of fact, we're going to throw the birch out. I know that came from our stores, but we're going to get rid of it. Keep the pumpkins. We're going to throw out the bone. Actually, we're going to keep the bone. The reason we're going to keep the bone is because I want to show you guys something cool with wolves. Throw out the seeds. We'll keep the sweet berries. We'll keep the apples just in case we run out of food. Keep the shovel still. Get rid of the spider eye. And then I think we're good to go. Alright, our next stop is a Savannah for some acacia wood. And it's going to be quite a trip, so we're going to head this direction. Oh, no. Guys, look right here. Let's take a time out. This is my first in-person look at the new frogs. Even when I was testing out the new stuff, I completely overlooked the frogs and didn't look at them. Oh, you're so cute. You sweet bundle of joy. We'll be back for you. And would you look at that? Off in the distance over there. See those crooked trees? Those are acacia trees. I've never really paid attention to how they look on the horizon like that. They're so awesome. That's our Savannah. Let's go. And here we are. So just like before, we're going to focus on the, the shorter trees that we can reach, which this one's got some dirt built up there, so these will be easy to reach. And we have our first bit of acacia wood. And look at that. After 2 whole acacia trees, we have 8 saplings. I'd call that a good day. Now on to the jungle. And already, look at that, off in the distance. There is a jungle. This is probably one of my favorite biomes in the whole game is the jungle. I love the jungle. And in the jungle, there's 2 things we want to get. Not just the saplings for the jungle trees, but if we see some bamboo. Oh, and some cocoa beans. If we see some cocoa beans, we want some of those too. Yeah, we do. Already 2 saplings. And look at that, 7 saplings and also 6 bamboo to boot. Oh yes, and some cocoa beans. I think we're good. Now we have one more biome to attack. And that biome is the Mangrove Swamp. However, on my melons, we don't have any of these. Let's take some of these. On the chunk base, I did some searching, and guys, I have not seen a mangrove swamp within 10,000 blocks of the base. So mangrove, that's not going to happen today. All right, back here at the base area, let's go ahead and plant some of our new saplings. We're going to start with the spruce. We can plant 2 of them. I actually want to put some stone around it as well, so the dirt type doesn't spread. So go. And then we'll plant our saplings. Next up, we'll do the jungle. Bring those over a little. Like that. Plant a couple dark oak trees. Go right here. And we'll do some acacia. We'll do those right here. And we should be well on our way to our new wood types. And then we're also going to plant some bamboo because we have it. Why not? And then as far as the cocoa beans go, we'll deal with those when we have some jungle wood. Which, we have jungle wood. So let's go ahead and start our our cocoa bean farm. Right here. Just like that. And some sweet berries. We're just going to line the path with them. Just like that. Everything else, as far as the pumpkins, the way we get the pumpkin seeds, just like that. And the same with the melons, just like that. And we will cover how to plant those in a later episode. But yeah, let's reset our spawn point right here. So, I said we didn't know where a mangrove swamp was. Guys, I was just kidding. You think I'm really going to get all the trees in the episode and leave out the most luxurious, the most brandest, newest tree in the whole world? No. We're absolutely going to go to a mangrove swamp. This episode has become dual purpose. Not only are we going to go to a mangrove swamp to get a propagule, or 8, but we're also going to look at the amazing new biome and maybe even bring home some mud with us. It's going to be so cool. So we're going to go a long ways away to get to this place. Let's go check it out. I do want to stop our travels for just a second to show you guys. This is an ocean ruin. And a lot of times in these ocean ruins, there's treasure chests. We got to be careful. We'll take the coal. We've got a treasure map. Take all of it. Now we've got to get out of here. So yeah, definitely want to be careful going into those. I dropped a piece of coal, but that's alright. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and I'll see you guys at the Mangrove Swamp, which I said is a long ways away. Oh, And we're back. Just right there was the ocean ruin on the left side of your screen. And right over here, where'd it go? That is an ocean monument. We're going to write those coordinates down because in another episode, we're going to come back to this ocean monument and do something with it. Holy crap. That is such an awesome thing to see. So we stopped right here in a desert to sleep for the night. We're going to go ahead and take one more of the items that I want to take back to the base with us. And that's also one of these cactuses, or some of these cacti. They're great to make dye with. And they're actually kind of cool decorations. So let's keep on moving. And at last, oh my goodness, even from a distance, it looks so beautiful. It's like, it's so different than anything else we've got in the game. The mangrove forest biome. And it stretches, and it's right next to a regular swamp. I said mangrove forest, I meant mangrove swamp, but the way it's generated, it's a lot like a mangrove forest. These things are so clumpy, the canopy of trees are amazing, a lot like the dark forest biome. Let's pick our boat up and start by finding a propagule, and then we'll do some exploration. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Wow, this is amazing. So the mangrove swamp was added. Oh, look at this mud. It's so cool. The roots. The mangrove swamp was added just recently with Minecraft 1.19. Oh, and the frogs. Oh, the white frogs. Oh, the white frogs. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. I will come back for you. Yes, I will. We're going to come back for them. In case you didn't hear. So, the mangrove swamps were added with Minecraft 1.19, and they added Minecraft mangrove trees and leaves and little propagules right there. So propagules grow on the bottom of the trees. Unlike any of the other, saplings, they're not like saplings. They're little seeds that grow from the leaves, and you can bone meal the leaves. If you have some bone meal, and you take bone meal to the bottom of a mangrove leaf. Let's find a good low-hanging one. You can create propagules on any one. There's a full propagule right there, I believe. So now we have a propagule. Just kidding, that wasn't a full propagule. So you can bone meal the bottom of the leaves and it'll make a propagule. Then you can bone meal that propagule and it'll grow, which we don't have any more bone meal. So we're going to have to look for naturally grown propagules. But you can basically farm mangrove trees just with mangrove trees. It's an amazing concept that they've added to the game. I'm not seeing any fully grown propagules. We're going to keep looking around and hopefully we find some. We didn't bring any shears with us because we don't own a pair of shears. And is that fully grown? There's a propagule. There's a propagule. We have a propagule. There's another one right there. We want 8 of these bad boys. Some of the wood and some of the mud. Of course, we can create mud on our own, but it's still cool to grab them like this. We've got a whopping 2 propagules. Hopefully we can come up with more than that. The good thing, unlike the other trees in the game, if we can't find enough propagules, as long as we have one, we can make more. That one's not ready. As you can see, the fully finished propagule is bright green. You can tell, like, that one is done. I'm just kidding, that one wasn't done. Wow. Maybe they're bright green and super long. I still have a lot to learn about this. Well, while we're waiting for some of these propagules to grow up, let's grab some of this mud. And why not some of the rooted mud as well? Correction, I called it rooted mud, but it's actually called muddy mangrove roots. Alright, we got some propagules, we got some mud, and I think just after a few more pieces of mud, we're going to leave the wood behind because we can farm it ourselves back at the base, and we're just going to go ahead and grab a few more pieces of mud and get out of here. We don't need to worry too much about the mud either because we can make it ourselves. So I will now officially see you guys back at the base because our adventures are done. We're going to come back to the swamp. I've got the coordinates wrote down. We will be back to this beautiful, beautiful mangrove swamp. I'm on my way. I'm on my way home, sweet home. My dudes, we made it back home. We made it back home alive. We didn't die. Not once in this episode. Nope, not once. Nope, not once. Not even from a creeper blast in a dark oak forest. Nope, not once. Alright, the first thing I want to do, now that I'm back here, is take these propagules and plant them. We're going to want to space them out. I don't think we want to build them right next to each other, or plant them right next to each other. No, that could be bad. And I think we're just going to plant 4 of them. Mostly because that's all we have. Oh, and look at that. Would you look at that? We have a dark oak tree has grown around us. Oh, we didn't pick up our dirt over here. We're going to pick that up as well. Oh, this is such an amazing thing. Mangrove wood, right there. Dark oak, right there. Spruce, there. Jungle, there. Acacia, there. All that's missing from our little tree farm area here is our oak and our birch, which we have plenty of in the chest over here. Yep. So that's it for this episode, guys. The exploration. If you want to see more exploration episodes in the future, guys, let me know. Let me know what you'd like to see me do, what you'd like to see, period, and what you'd like to explore. In the next episode, we're going to take a step closer to getting geared up and ready to go do something more interesting, like the Nether. Once we get completely geared up, it'll be completely safe to go into the Nether and explore the Nether and cover the different aspects of the Nether. So, thank you again so much for watching. If you haven't already, smash the like button if you're new around here. Subscribe for more episodes just like this. I upload Minecraft Bedrock guide at least once a week and a Minecraft Java guide at least once a week, as well as other content here on the channel. Guys, again, like, subscribe for those reasons and those reasons alone, or for more than those reasons. But real quick, I would check the villager breeder, but we know that we've been away from the base, so there's nothing in there. So hopefully next episode, baby villagers, and something else to go with it. It's been me, Psycho, and I will see you on the flip side.